The 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup is officially underway after years of buildup. The first match kicked off today between our fellow host nation, Mexico, and South Africa. In Mexico City, it drew fans from around the world. Mexico went on to win that game by a score of 2-0, putting the Mexican national team at the top of the Group A standing for the time being. In 2022, the U.S. made it to the round of 16. Tomorrow, the U.S. men's national team will begin their quest to hoist the World Cup against Paraguay in Los Angeles. Let's bring in MLS on Apple TV analyst and retired midfielder for the U.S. women's national team, Lori Lindsey. Lori, thank you so much for joining me. This is so exciting. Maybe we should start there. U.S. versus Paraguay. What do you think of that matchup and that group of four in general?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be electric. I think like exactly what we just saw in Mexico City for the first game of the tournament, just electric, exactly what you would expect. And then tomorrow night, the U.S. kickoff. So against Paraguay, listen, we've beaten Paraguay. We've beaten Australia recently. And then, so I feel good about this, but I think it's always about in the World Cup, getting off on the front foot, getting a really good, solid start, knowing that there's going to be excitement, there's going to be a lot of emotions, but you just play through that. And yeah, I think we're going to see a massive crowd, a crowd that's behind this U.S. team and be ready to go.
Let's talk about those emotions. As someone who has played in a women's World Cup, how do the expectations, how does the pressure compare to any other major tournament?
I mean, it's immense. So it really is just about one, getting the collective whole of a team on the same page and just fine-tuning different things leading up to this first game and then throughout the tournament so that you are playing your best soccer and getting to the knockout stages. But at the same time, it's also just about what does each individual need and allowing for some space for the players to be able to decide what does the day between the games look like? What is the day leading up to the game? Look like in terms of preparation. So there's going to be a ton of emotions, but all of these guys play with big clubs. They've been in atmospheres that have big crowds. So they're going to be used to that. And now it's going to be a pro-American crowd where they're going to be cheered on and everybody's going to be excited for them. So again, it is all about an individual approach, but just harness the crowd, allow them to get behind you and go for it.
What are the biggest storylines of this World Cup? Who are the favorites and who are the underdogs that everyone is secretly rooting for?
Yeah, I think there's always a couple of favorites. I'm thinking France, Brazil, Spain is one of my favorites. They won a couple summers ago, Copa America, so they'll be looking to go back to back in terms of those Copa America and the World Cup tournaments. Argentina obviously won in 2022, and with Messi, Portugal with Ronaldo, those are the two of the biggest names in the world in terms of men's soccer. So I think a lot of eyes will be on those two teams in particular. In terms of like a dark horse, though, I've been looking at Norway. I mean, obviously with the expanded field of teams going from 32 to 48, Norway is one of those teams that has not been in this tournament for a very long time. Erling Haaland, as you see right here, massive striker for Manchester City, and will be the one to carry this team. But it is like a group of death,
Norway.
but I think that they have a really good chance to surprise some teams.
Good tip. Good tip. We'll be watching Norway too now. Lori Lindsey, former midfielder, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.